Welcome to Waifu History, where pronouns don't mean dick. I'm Belle, your history sensei. Today, we're talking about borders. The moment humans stopped moving freely and started pretending lines were natural. Because here's the truth. A border is just an idea with soldiers attached. For most of human history, borders didn't exist. No passports, no checkpoints, no, you're not allowed over there. Or, you can't fly without a ass. And we're talking hundreds or thousands of years ago. There were territories, sure, but power faded gradually. The farther you were from the king, the less the king mattered. So the real question isn't why borders exist. It's who decided they mattered. The first borders weren't political. They were physical. Mountains blocked travel, deserts killed supply lines, oceans isolated entire continents. The Nile shaped Egypt, the Himalayas cut off South Asia, the Sahara split North Africa. No one voted for these borders. Nature enforced them. Everything changes when humans stop moving.
Salve vicine.
Apissimo.
Farming turns land into property. Now you don't just live somewhere, you own it. Or someone else does. Fields must be protected, water becomes strategic. Territory gains value. Villages grow into cities, cities grow into states, and borders appear. Not as clean lines, but as claims backed by force. Empires don't negotiate borders, they expand them. Rome, Persia, China, they push outward until something breaks. The army weakens, the supply lines fail, resistance becomes too expensive. So an empire's border isn't permanent. It's just where conquest stops working. Not all borders are visible. Language divides people, religion divides people, culture divides people. Christian kingdoms separate from Islamic caliphates. Latin Europe separates from Byzantine tradition. And now borders start doing something new. They define who you are. Not just where you live, but what you are. Identity becomes territorial. In medieval Europe, borders didn't belong to countries. They belonged to rulers. A marriage redraws a map, an inheritance erases a kingdom, a war flips everything overnight. Most peasants don't move. They stay in the same village their whole lives. Borders move around them. Then, in 1648, borders harden. The Treaty of Westphalia. Territory becomes fixed, recognized, sovereign. This is the birth of modern nation-state, and the idea that borders should be permanent. Some borders are drawn without consent. Colonial powers divide Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia. Straight lines, foreign interests, no local input. These borders are efficient. They are also fragile. Because when a border ignores language, tribes, religion, or history, it becomes a permanent argument. Borders are not natural. They're not sacred. They are agreements and enforcement. But here's why this matters to you, even if you never crossed one. Borders decide who pays taxes to who gets protected, who gets arrested, who gets drafted. Borders decide what laws you live under, what money you earn, what jobs you can take, what prices you pay for food and fuel. They decide who gets to move freely and who has to stay trapped. A border can mean safety, or poverty, or war, or peace. And that's why people fight over them. Because a border isn't just a line, it's a claim to a future. If you like my content, subscribe. And if you like me, then like me. See you in the next one. And remember, lines only matter if someone's willing to enforce them.